we don't want to.
Bella, stop being an asshole.
Come on, Bella.
Come on, Bella.
Bella, don't be a bitch.
I gotta call her a bitch, bro.
Because she's female.
All right, we're doing it live.
Doing it live.
Awesome. On this week of the Red Eye Report, we talk about cooking. We go on a voyage for self-enlightenment. And as always, we listen to Mystic salty ass be a bastard about everything. Speaking of Mystic, he's here with us tonight. Mystic is the only person on the show that I think enjoys cooking as much as I do. But the major difference between his cooking and my cooking is that he uses a whole bag of dicks in his. And I got fruit. Yeah. Not just a couple sprinkles. He uses the whole
bag of dicks. Right? He really needs to cut back on the dick.
Like a big
dick in there.
Awesome. Then there's the ashtray. Ashtray once showed us something that he cooked, and we ridiculed the fuck out of him for it.
Yes, we did.
That's because it looked like hot dog shit. And since then, Ashtray has given up on cooking. Shit. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, since then, Ashtray is giving up on cooking and going back to his original passion, which is murdering hookers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say bar food, which is the truth.
Okay.
You do eat a lot of bar food.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Jesus Christ.
You can get some good salads at the bars here in Madison.
What?
Yeah.
No,
I bet you could, but you don't. I guarantee that.
I have never known a bar.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
That's because we don't know because we don't spend that much time in bars. Eating food.
You got to spend a lot of time in bars to get to the fucking salad section. like that's some fucking like level fucking 57 shit.
Oh yeah. I'm there that much. I have to eat healthy.
Cool. Anyway, and then there's Oracle. I've never heard of Oracle cooking anything, but I have heard of him drinking a lot and then beating his girlfriend. Right.
What?
It's a fucking culinary art.
That's not even funny.
Harvest the tears. Fucking for the salt. Right.
Okay.
And then there's me, Teddy. I love cooking, and I really, really like to cook, but not as much as I love fucking your mama. And this is the Red Eye Report.
Nice.
Woohoo! So I came up with the topic cooking mainly because I was pressured by Mystic so we could write a commercial.
No.
And also because I'm thinking about, I'm thinking about embarking on a cooking exploration that I've never done. I've never done Japanese cooking really, and I love Japanese ramen, and I really want to make some ramen because there's only 2 places in Nashville that serve it. One of the places is all right, and the other place is great, but it's really far away. And plus,
it's just ramen easy. You just put fucking ramen noodles and broth or water or something.
Ramen.
No, yeah, I'm talking about Japanese ramen, not the fucking
shit that's got like sprigs of all kinds of different
herbs. Genuine ramen is
pieces of
considered an art.
Boiled in the water, shit.
Yeah, the egg is half boiled and fucking
weird colors
soaked in stuff.
Got the
weird colors.
It's got the juices of other things in it, and they are pretty tasty.
Weird
shit.
Or it goes like, I can't find that at Aldi's.
Hey, man, I have eaten the shit out of fucking Japanese ramen in China, actually. They had the Japanese district where I was at, so I would get Japanese ramen. I know what that is. I don't think it's that far off from fucking... I think you can make Japanese ramen easily.
No, I think you would make.
Yeah, I don't see it.
But I like to cook, so I want to get my own.
The foodies though would think otherwise.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I want to get my own bones, make my own broth and stuff. I mean, that kind of gets into it.
That's way too much work. Fuck that.
I mean,
right. Give me a bouillon cube and some dried noodles.
Pretty much.
I'll show you.
We got a meal, bitch. Boom. All right, so I looked into cooking. And this shit is broader than I should have known that because every region has its own.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you all kinds of questions you wouldn't answer.
Yeah, I know, right? So, first thing I did was I looked up the history of it. And of course, to cook, you have to learn how to harness fire. But when searching for like signs of early man of learning how to harness fire, you have to search in caves, because if it's outside, you can't tell if they were able to start it themselves, or if it was like lightning or something like that, or a wildfire or something like that. So the earliest known signs of controlled flames are found in Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, and this suggested that hominins were controlling fire at least 1 million years ago.
Damn. Million years ago.
Yeah, and hominins are the direct. Homo erectus was the direct ancestor of the hominins. But however, the oldest remain of hearths where people actually like had stones around fires to control them and burn them was just about 400,000 years ago. And so yeah, the earliest form of cooking on actual besides like throwing meat on the fire or putting it over in skewers, the Chinese were actually some of the first known people to use pots and shit. They found pots with char marks and cooking with shit. Yeah, well, woks and shit. Yeah. And they say Oracle talked about this in his I think it was it Evolution he did or something like that.
Yeah, Human Evolution. Yeah,
Human Evolution. Yeah, he talked about this how cooking it helped us grow and everything else, because it's actually I didn't know that cooked food is actually easier to digest than raw food. And a lot of times it like takes half the energy to do that shit. Which is awesome, fucking awesome. I think it's pretty cool. Did I learn something? So I decided to look up 4 forms of cooking, but I only found 3 because the third was American cooking, which turned out to be a shit show. So because nobody American cooking. Italian cooking was mainly like French and Italian stuff. A region usually takes off, the people that are there take off of what they have in the region, and then as they're conquered or people leave and then come back, they bring shit and things like that. But America was not like that. It was just fucking people who just came and brought all the shit with them. So it's kind of like a hodgepodge. So anyway, am I just rambling? Y'all getting anything?
Yeah,
okay.
No, we're listening.
Carry on.
Okay, so the first kind of thing I kind of looked up was the history of French cooking, and in 1789, 70% of French citizens' main staple food was bread. Actually, a lot of fucking past motherfuckers mainly ate bread and vegetables, and meat was kind of like what do you call it? I'm looking at the word I'm looking for. Luxury. Yeah, but apparently the grain crops failed in 88 and 89, and bread became so expensive that aristocrats could only fucking get it. Which kind of caused, which is a part of the revolution. I don't even know why I had it up to that part. I was supposed to be down here. Sorry. George Augustus Escoffier is considered to be the founder of French cuisine, a gourmet French food. He came up with the brigade system. Have y'all ever seen Hell's Kitchen or something like that to that effect?
Yeah.
That show,
cooking show.
Mystic, you've worked in restaurants. Have you ever been in the brigade system, or was it?
No.
What system?
No.
Yeah,
brigade system.
What the hell is that?
It's a brigade system.
Oh, where they separate each part, right?
You have your own station.
It's separated into 5 stations. You have your own station. All you do. It's think of it as like a bigger McDonald's. Like like this motherfucker makes fries all the time. This motherfucker makes burgers. This guy fucking lettuces up shit. And it was 5 stations in there. The guard manager, which is the chef responsible for preparing cold dishes. The entremetteur, who does the starches and vegetables. The roastasseur. This is the chef that oversees the preparation of roast, grilled, and fried items. And the saucier, which is the guy who makes the sauces and soups. And then there's the pastilleur, and he does all the desserts and breads and shit. And a lot of restaurants started adopting that kind of form of cooking. The food came out quicker. It was a lot cheaper, and they were able to more people were able to experience that kind of stuff. So like people, it's like if you couldn't,
That's
like
true.
if you
think about it, restaurants are kind of a new thing in the history of humans.
Really?
No, not really. I mean, people have been going to sit down and have eating places for a while.
Well, I mean, okay, maybe I'm wrong. I get it.
Yeah,
well, the
say,
brigade system
been around for thousands of years, probably.
The mushrooms kicking in yet, bro?
Yep.
Oh, that was kind of an amazing for you trying to find the thread of truth and just falling on your face.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, no.
Comedic break by our fucking high flying ashtray to the wall.
Okay. And this is the wrong thing for the Italian, so I'm just gonna go into soul food. It's the wrong tab. I fucking put the wrong one in there. All right. So I looked up soul food, of course, because I'm a brother. Okay. And I wanted to see the origins of soul food and how it kind of spread. And of course, soul food came from it came from the rural South. And it did start with slaves fucking taking what they could get and cooking with it. But after slavery, a lot of the slaves during the Great Migration, they fucking brought a lot of that stuff with them, and that's how it got passed along. And a lot of them started getting jobs in restaurants and cooking for white people, and they started adding and mixing up those kind of things into soul food. So I thought that was pretty cool. I looked up the United States, but it was so much shit that people brought over that you can't
the
really.
U.S. is just a conglomeration.
Just a conglomeration of shit.
And that's how we are, though. We're the melting pot, you know. Like,
yeah, right, and that's but.
What about the Native Americans? What kind of cooking techniques did they already have?
Yeah, right.
They had the kind that got conquered. That's the kind
they had fire ashtray.
They had cornbread.
All right.
That's
yeah,
good.
right. Didn't they make cornbread? Oh, they knew how to grow corn. That's what they taught us in
they
grade
actually
school.
had quite a bit of a wide variety of cuisine. I mean,
yeah,
a lot of grains, corns, breads, meats.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they weren't fucking, making soufflés.
They didn't have restaurants. They didn't have restaurants. Restaurants been here forever. What, the goddamn Indians didn't have no restaurants.
You have no idea.
I mean, they kind of did, because a lot of those villages would cook gigantic meals for dinner. You know what I mean?
Well, then
everyone's pitching in and shit. Yeah. They're not paying for it, but it's the same concept.
I'm thinking more in the restaurant, where you can actually expand a restaurant to more than one location with that brigade system. It's very structured, and you have enough people coming in like that.
McDonald's pretty much pioneered that.
Right.
All restaurants kind of do a small version of it. I mean, there's a grill guy, there's a fry guy, there's a salad guy.
Right. Yeah. Even at Hardee's, we had different stations, and during busy times, it's much faster. Definitely much faster and easier to just stay at your station.
Yeah.
That's when shit gets out of hand, when people start running around being like, "Oh, I helped this guy." No, man, sit the fuck right there.
Back in your station.
Get away from my grill, smack.
Exactly.
So about the Indians. I'm kidding.
They're not called Indians; they're called Native Americans.
You're right.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah, Indians are way different cuisine.
They kind of make you shit your pants.
I love me a good curry.
Curries are good.
So then I started thinking about things like French fries aren't really French, kind of foods like that. So I looked up found this little culture show website. They come up with 12 foods that aren't actually
what term
from what they think. Of course, French fries. It's those actually came. Do you know where French fries came from? Anybody?
U.S.
America, right?
No, they're actually Belgian.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn Belgians.
Fucking Belgians.
Oh, the Belgian frites. That's right.
Yeah,
that's what the hipster restaurants call them.
The
frites.
hipsters. Yep.
They call them frites?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. But the really fancy pubs and stuff. Belgian frites. I've seen that on the menu. It's basically just fancy French fries with big crunchy salt.
Yeah, it's claimed that Belgian villagers who didn't have a lot prepare potatoes in the winter the same way they prepared fish when the rivers weren't frozen. The method was frying. Yeah, it's actually argued because the French say that they were making fries before the Belgians, but what the fuck did the French ever do?
Right.
Gave us
what about what about croissants?
They gave us the way that our democracy is formed right now.
Yeah, I guess.
They were the pioneers of the Senate, House, and the...
Right.
Mystics right.
I was going to say the ancient Greeks gave us fucking democracy.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. It was a different form of the socialistic.
Yay!
All right.
What about croissants, fellas? Where do you think those came from?
What about croissants?
I would say the Frenchies.
Well, assume, but
anybody else? Anybody else want to weigh in?
French croissant.
Yeah,
Is it?
Seems like a French.
Yep.
Bread
it
product.
is actually Austrian.
Wow.
It's based on the Austrian. Based on the Austrian kipfel.
How dare you, Austria?
You sons of bitches stealing our shit.
I can't see a bunch of Arnold Schwarzeneggers running around eating croissants.
Right.
Would you like a croissant?
All right, I thought this one was fun. I thought this was interesting. Sauerkraut. Everybody thinks sauerkraut is, of course, German.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. It's actually Chinese around 220 BC. Yep. Around 220 BC when the Great Wall of China was being built. They ate fermented cabbage and fucking.
I didn't even know they had cabbage.
Yeah, fermented vegetables called swan
cabbage
kai.
was a European.
Right? Just like restaurants that didn't exist back then.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Seriously?
Just can't let it go.
Yeah.
Just like that nagging wife. Fucking
yes, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
50 what
years
is
in.
for this podcast.
27 years later, he'll be like, "Don't you have a job?"
Yeah.
Still doing this podcast, and we're 74 years old.
Yeah.
God, this would be a blast from the nursing home, wouldn't it?
Put on a live show once a week.
Imagine, yeah. With the technology, you'll be there by that time for sure.
After I don't know, man. After 3 months, I get tired of some old white dude yelling, "Why is that nigger on stage?"
All the old oldies will be gone by then.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, that kind of be.
No, then all the geezers will be drinking fucking kombucha and.
Well, the thing is, like the ones who are racist, they'll do it subtly.
Fucking White Claw.
Yeah, microaggressions.
Exactly, it'll be all microaggressions.
White Claw mixed with fucking Ensure or something.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Terrible.
that's gonna make a mess in them depends. That's what that's gonna do.
Geriatric Red Bull.
All right, so I wanted to ask everybody, what is your favorite thing to cook, or what is your, what do you like about it? Do you cook, and what is your favorite thing about cooking? Like a little round table thing. Let's not all speak at the same time. I mean,
I'm having to think about it.
Really? So I mean, Ashtray and Oracle, do y'all really cook? I know Mystic does.
I actually cook, but I'm not very artful with my cooking. I'm pretty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just have like my staple things that I cook that don't taste too bad. And yeah, that's about as far as I go.
I'm the type of cat that adds fucking like.
And living on my own, like I just
ramen noodles.
I only cook simple things, or it's just like, oh well, look, I got this fucking big pound of bacon I won from the meat raffle. I'm gonna just fry this up and have BLTs for days.
Your heart is gonna explode.
I know.
That is delicious, though.
But it is
a
so
nice
good.
BLT on toasted fucking like sourdough bread. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about 4 days, but yeah, that's good.
It lasts you 2. What about you, Mystic? What do you like about what's your favorite thing to cook? What do you like about cooking?
I don't know. I don't really like cooking. I do it out of necessity.
Yeah.
Really?
My wife doesn't cook, so it's either I cook or we eat chicken nuggets every night.
Oh yeah. When I was married, that my wife couldn't cook to save her life. She thought that you just cook the chicken faster by turning the burner up to high.
Oh my God.
What is wrong with you?
My daughter started trying to do that shit. I was like, I'm gonna smack you. Get out of the way.
Yeah, that's not how this works. Not how any of this works.
I don't mind making like sauces. That's probably my favorite thing to make.
I will say the most challenging
and sauces and shit.
Yeah, the most challenging thing I've cooked, what, and this is back, around when I was married or afterwards, maybe even, was angel food cake. Have you ever try to make that?
No,
I don't bake. My father
Like
bakes.
the shit that comes in a box.
That's the most complicated. Yeah, no. Make it from scratch. Like, you gotta beat that thing for literally 45 minutes until it gets to that right consistency.
It's because you want to get as much air as you can in there. So
exactly. You just
that's why you don't do it with your hands.
You think it's like, no, it takes like, no, that cookbook ain't lying. It's gonna take that fucking long.
Wow, that sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me.
Yeah. It tastes great when it comes out, but yeah, you realize how much the box versions are like.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
All right, so Mystic, you said you like making sauces and gravies.
Yeah.
I like doing that too. I mean, I was curious if your reason was the same as mine. Is because when you make a roux, if you don't cook it right, you can taste the flour throughout the whole kind of thing. And I feel like it's kind of a skill to have to watch it to get it the color you wanted to get it, whether it be a light blonde roux.
It really is, because you want it to get.
Because even with a light roux, a light blonde roux, you still got to do it enough to where it doesn't turn brown, but you got to get that. Got to get that fucking. A roux is a ROUX.
Flour.
It's an equal butter or oil and flour mixture that is used to start most gravies and sauces.
Thickens sauces.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you don't cook the flour the correct way, it'll taste like flour. It's your whole.
Okay, that makes sense.
A lot of people add the milk in, or the cream in too fast and don't beat it enough, and it doesn't mix it.
I didn't know the hit.
It's like it's like a baking concept kind of. You got to add shit in the right fucking time and fucking jerk off.
Or you could just get it in a jar and put it in a pot on your oven.
See, but you can't though. Like I make, and I don't make it very often. I make stuff called chili verde. It's real simple. But you have to do it right, or it's gonna taste like shit. So it's like tomatillos, jalapeno peppers, cilantro, some fucking guanciale peppers, some fucking pork. But you have to like fry the pork, and then you have to like make the sauce in steps. You have to blend everything right in steps, because like otherwise it just won't taste right. You'll taste is jalapenos or whatever fucking. So I've only done it right like twice, to be honest with you.
Because you screw a step up or something, or.
Well, yeah, you don't blend like they're like, oh, you have to peel the peppers. One time I was like, oh, I'm not gonna peel the peppers, and it tasted like absolute shit. I'm like, holy fuck, you really have to peel the peppers.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? So the skins like fucked it all up.
Yeah. But like when you do hit it right, oh, it's so good.
Making me hungry.
Yeah, we used to have a show. We used to have a segment on the show called "Cooking with Teddy." Remember, and I would be cooking in the kitchen while we did the show.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. What are we making tonight, Teddy? Yo, mama. Nice. All right. Anyway, well, that's all about cooking. I don't want to segue into this shit. We read it to my cousin Aloysius, and so he's this nigga wanted to. I told him we did a show. This nigga wanted to. Yeah, Aloysius Double D. He's a pimp from fucking Cleveland. That's why we don't really acknowledge him because he's from Ohio. But,
right.
Yeah, but the nigga
a lot of serial killers from Ohio.
I mean, yeah, but the nigga wanted a segment on the show. I talked these guys into doing it because they thought they were funny. So now they're gonna make fun of the black culture. Here we go. Is that a nice segue?
What up, bitches? Been a long time. I was locked up on some bullshit, but now I'm back to give y'all another recipe for them streets. Now today we gonna be making some Cleveland brown. Being a pimp in Cleveland means your bitches is ugly. That's just a fact, you know what I'm saying? So to make that paper, sometimes you gotta do some greedy shit. That's where a healthy batch of Cleveland brown come in handy. Now let me break it down for y'all. If a motherfucker in a Honda Civic comes up and picks up one of your this ain't for them. Now a motherfucker in a Beamer, that's a motherfucker who got some money. Get him back to the hotel, and that's when your bitch got to slip them some of that Cleveland brown. Maybe she slipped a little bit in the drink. Maybe she pulled it up his nose. No matter how she do it, gotta get done. 20 minutes later,
Terrible.
Springs into action. Take it all and shit. He ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna be too busy wondering if this is how he gonna die. Grab his wallet, clothes, beamer, fucking everything. It's a nice supplement to the pimping income. Now let's get to the recipe. All you need is 2 crack rock, an entire box of X-Lax, 4 ounces of cat piss, and a bag of flaming hots. Start by smoking a crack. Now you don't need it for the recipe. It's just nice to smoke a little crack before you get started.
Someone say crack? I want to hit, Daddy.
Bitch, ain't nobody talking to your stinking ass. Get the fuck out of here. I'm showing these motherfuckers how to make some brown.
Brown? You making some brown, Daddy? Even better. I need to clean out a little. The next guy I'm fucking is huge, and he likes to get a little rough in the pooper.
Okay, first of all, bitch, that's gross. Secondly, get the fuck out of here.
Dang, Daddy. See if I let you lick my ass later.
Bitch, shut up. Damn. Sorry about that. Now let's get back to the recipe. Basically, you just crush up the X-Lax, mix in the cat piss, and voila, Cleveland brown. You don't need the flaming hots either. I just like them. Once it's mixed, you just let it dry. And you got some Cleveland brown. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Cooking with Crack, starring me, Aloysius Double D, the greatest pimp from the land of Cleve.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nicely done. You know, that was the best face slap I had ever
So can they
heard.
hear us while we're watching this commercial? I guess as far as the audience, you didn't know how it's being mixed by Oracle.
Yeah, but they can hear your dumb ass if you're fucking making noises into your mic.
Sorry.
You fucking retard.
Well, I was trying not to laugh, but I was laughing, you know.
Oh my god.
It's like when, like, I saw the fucking toilet. I'm like, oh, that's terrible. It's like, shut up. I'm like, oh shit. Like, they can still hear us.
Well, fortunately
Sorry,
for our podcast listeners, you will not have to worry about that. And on the stream, if you watch our stream on Mixer or Twitch or whatever, these commercials will play on our stream as well, so you can catch it on there with other episodes of the Red Eye Report. So we're good.
Travis, super fan.
That was just bad writing.
Hear it.
Yeah, it was hard to hear. I was like, yeah, I could. It was
Right
hard
in my
to hear.
ear too, but I didn't want to bitch.
I had it cranked up all the way, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you'll have to.
We need to talk louder next time.
I guess I can compress it up a little bit. I had it at -6.
No.
Oh shit!
I could pull it up to 0.
Maybe
Well, I'll crank it up when we put it in the podcast.
All right.
We'll fix it in post.
Awesome. Next up is the What's Sexy part of our show. First up is Ashtray with the Milwaukee Rover LED floodlight.
Oh yeah. Little fancy LED floodlight I just found. Runs on 2 AA batteries. Got a nice big old belt clip.
Do you use that for trying to find bitches that hide under the cars as they run from you? What do you use that for?
Exactly. Because it's hard to see down there, especially when you're parked in an area without any street lights. No, seriously, this is for work when I have to climb under the printer, or say like when I'm running the panel saw, you have to poke your head back and make sure the blade's lining up with your mark. So it's something I can clip on my side if you're someone who works in the trades. It's a pretty awesome little light and super powerful. And also, I am suspecting that I can take this clip, put some holes in it, and use this as a light mount in my lighter boxes, because you probably saw the pictures where I line those up with a spiral of LED lights. The problem with the LED lights is like it almost blinds you because it's coming from all angles. I think it makes the lighters just as hard to see as when the light's low. So I might try this. Anyways, that's my quick little review.
So that's going to be shining people in the face?
No,
it looks bright as fuck.
No. It'd be shining. It would be at the base of the box, and it's like you're looking into the box. The light's shining this way. So when you pick them up, you've got a light to see them in, but it's coming from one direction. What I've noticed with the LED strip around all of it is that light comes from all angles. So then it's like really hard to see because when the lights are coming from behind, it blinds your eye, and then it's hard to focus on what you're looking at.
I gotcha.
Something I didn't think about.
Okay.
Awesome. Nobody gives a fuck. Up next, Mystic Documentary.
Wow. Who was up next? I didn't hear you.
You are with Doug Minery.
Oh, play that. Can you play that clip? Article?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have ever heard this guy or seen this dude, but he just does fucking fake commentary on sporting events.
Oh, you shared this before, did you not?
Not as my What's Sexy. I shared it to you guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I ruined it.
Yeah, you did.
Shut up. It's the mushrooms.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Oh my god. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Meanwhile, Joe Flacco has gone, in the words of Tropic Thunder, he's gone full retard. Macklin and Alonso are talking.
He's got a cool sound. He sounds like a legit announcer.
He really does. That's pretty good.
But he has a podcast too called the Shitbag Titty Fuck Podcast. Like that's one of the awards. Like every week he does these commentaries, and then like the guy who fucked up the most gets the Shitbag Titty Fuck of the Week award. It's fucking great, man.
Nice.
That's that one. Did I send you guys that one of the dude golfing?
Yeah.
So the PGA
sucking off
so
another
PGA banned him from doing videos. Like they said, they'll sue him and shit if he tries to do videos. So he just finds like local golfers or people like that filmed it on their phone or some shit and does like commentary to that. That one with the deer sucking off the other deer was fucking. Oh my god. I can't imagine.
Is there any explanation to the backstory of that?
No. He just fucking. He's like, okay, so we're at the fifth hole here, par 3. He's about to chip it on, and the camera just pans over to this deer sucking off another deer, and he's like, well, no distraction there, just a deer sucking off another deer. Let's watch that in replay, and like fucking goes back and shit. Oh my god,
that's awesome.
I have to check these out. Next up is Oracle with Audi A5ing it up.
Mm-hmm. So I was at the airport and I had rented the cheapest vehicle that was available, which was a truck. I'm like, okay, whatever, just like a small truck. Well, I get there and I'm looking at the trucks and they're like fucking huge Dodge 1500s. I'm like, god damn, I don't need this thing. I'm gonna spend so much money on gas for this fucking thing. And then I get in another smaller truck. It was like a Toyota. The fucking thing wouldn't even start. So I'm like, okay. So the guy at the counter, he's like, hey, dude, it's the end of the night.
Where were you renting them from?
What
was the rental price?
Alamo in Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
And so the guy at the counter, he's like, hey, dude, because it was like 12:30. He's like, it's the end of the day. I've got some cars. I'll give you a good deal on an upgrade. I'm like, all right. He's like, I'll let you pick any car out there. And it was $12 more a day. And the first car that I saw definitely jumped out at me was an Audi A5. So I rent that thing, and man, I was having a blast driving that motherfucker. Thing was fast as fuck. Like when cars would pass me, like at a stop sign, I'd be at a dead stop. By the time I was hitting like second gear, I was already overtaking the car at like 60 miles an hour. The speedometer went up to 160 on it.
Nice.
And it was, I mean, just the interior of the car was beautiful.
It'll do it all too.
Like it was fucking really nice.
Beautiful also because it's rarely rented.
Yeah. Well, rarely rented, and brand new Audi. Just the lights and everything. It really made me realize is like, wow, when you spend that money, you're spending the money on a driving experience. It's not just a car No,
it's engineering is what it is.
Yeah, when you actually get in that car and you feel that shit and you just see, it's like, man, this is meant for me to have a good fucking time while I'm driving it. It's not, just to get from point A to point B. So
and that's a lot of what American cars are. It's just utilitarian.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I realized that. I'm like, damn. I didn't have the money.
Audis are expensive as fuck
right?
to own, though. Cause
when we went to Orlando, Stephanie
get the repairs and shit.
She rented a Mustang. It was pretty awesome.
Well, they're all-wheel drive, so first off, they're more expensive in that aspect. Plus, they're right around 60 to 80,000 miles. They have to have a complete timing reboot. It's about $8,000.
Wow.
Yeah, they have to replace all the timing gears and shit and belts.
All Audis are 4-wheel drive. I didn't know that.
All-wheel drive, yeah.
Yeah, and it was so nice too because like you just step on the gas, like floor it. Your wheels don't spin or anything. You're taking turns at like 80 miles an hour, like these 50-mile-an-hour fucking turns.
Yeah,
it's fucking sick.
Yeah, the
feel
A5
the cars
decent
built
size
for
too.
those kind of forces.
Talking like high 200 horsepower. That's quick.
Yeah. So that's
I'm
my
nice.
A5.
Nice.
Noise. All right, next up is me with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Of course, I got the new Call of Duty. It is a soft reboot of the franchise because Activision Sledgehammer because Treyarch been fucking shit up the last shit they done. This one is awesome. It's as frustrating as the original, without all the stupid quick scoping, quick fucking things, and you can't just. It's more Battlefield-ish. You can't fucking just whip your gun around and pop it out. You gotta. Everything's slower. The mantling over stuff. Even the like getting drop shotted where a guy will go from standing up to prone instantly, and fucking end up killing you. They've fixed a lot of things. You can't prestige in this one. Apparently, they're doing this season shit. I don't know how it works yet because I haven't reached the highest level.
Can't do what?
To get to it. It's called prestiging. Every Call of Duty has a max level you can get to. Once you get to that max level, you have the option to restart and go back to level 1, but you get a little symbol. And in the first one, you can do that 10 times, and you got a golden cross. That was the last thing you got for doing it 10 times. And it's been a staple in other Call of Duty.
Get to work.
Well, I've got top prestiges in the first two, Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, because those were the good ones.
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah, it is a lot of hours. I played a lot of Call of Duty. It was an awesome game. And until they started fucking it up with the ones that came out after. I mean, running on walls and shit, fucking calling in super drones. I mean, it got kind of crazy. One you were wearing exoskeletons and you could jump up on roofs. It got real weird. And this one is back to the essence. It's got it. I like it. It's a fun game to check out.
Have you played only the multiplayer, or have you played the?
I played the story mode. I have played some. I think about halfway through the campaign. This one is
Boy,
the
it looks really sexy.
Yeah, it does.
The last few ones didn't have. It looks awesome in 4K. It runs so fucking smooth. The last ones did not have a multiplayer. This one does, and the last multiplayer I've fully played through was Modern Warfare 2, and it had an disclaimer. There's a lot of shit you can do there. There's people have been shooting babies because there's a part where you come into a room and like Activision, they're like, stop killing the fucking baby. I mean,
wait, what?
There's a part where you're trying to get this terrorist cell out of a 4-story house, and you walk into a room with a little chick with a baby, and you end up having to shoot her, but you have the option of fucking shooting the baby or walking away. People shooting the baby.
So there's an actual choice
Well, it's not really an actual
A or
choice.
B, or people just deciding to shoot
you have to
the
walk.
baby.
You have to walk by the baby. You have to walk by it, shit, and it's like baby.
Yeah.
The guy said shut the baby up or whatever. And I didn't pay attention. I went upstairs and killed more people. But apparently, people shot the baby, shut him up.
So then Activision had to make an announcement to say stop shooting the baby.
I know, right?
So but you can still shoot the baby, right?
You can still. I haven't.
Why are you so worried about
Like,
killing
That's just
really,
so
baby?
weird. I just find it absurd that the company had to come out and say stop shooting the baby. How would they know that everybody was shooting the baby? Were people putting videos of it? Like what?
Probably.
Probably.
Right. Probably. I don't know.
Of course they were.
I mean,
to become a news story that you heard about.
Any idiot knows that you cannot trust gamers with fucking babies.
You shouldn't even give the option of.
Yeah, it should just the bullets don't make it do anything. There's no satisfaction that you shot a baby.
I'll tell you this, Ashtray. What you need to do is play a Telltale game, and they give you choices in the chapter, and some of the choices are good and some of the choices are bad, and you can go from bad to worse. And at the end of that chapter, they show you like amongst your friends, and you can even look amongst the world of who chose the choices you chose.
Yeah.
Of what percentage. So you can see how much of an asshole you were compared to the rest of the world, and you might feel at home. So.
It is kind of funny seeing those when they show you that shit, because there's always just a small percentage of complete cocksuckers who did all the most asshole things you can imagine.
Yeah, there's some people that's let's just take all the fucking the most asshole-ish path, because you want to see where the story ends for the asshole, the real dick.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, next up is Fuck What You Think. First up is Ashtray with amazing product.
Before we do Fuck What You Think, we should make a mention that people can get Red Eye shirts now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fucking right. Yeah.
We have a fucking... Oh, yeah.
Show your support. This will be at Disney World.
Red Eye or die, motherfucker. We will post the link on our website and... the Facebook, right, Oracle?
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
I'll get around to it.
It doesn't say RedEyeReport.com anywhere on the show.
No, actually, that's why it was refused.
What?
The Amazon merch, part of the policy is that you cannot reference any external, you can't have a phone number or a website to reference some other external thing, which I think is what Amazon is trying to make it you can't go back to some other website and then buy it from there instead. My assumption, but yeah, that's why they denied my first rendition.
Oh wow.
So yeah, sorry, we are now a whore to the Amazon.
Nice.
But we can make shirts on demand without having to have them in a fucking storage shed and ship them out ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make the slaves of the Amazon hive do it. So go check it out. And all you gotta do is pick your size, and there's a couple color options. I think it looks like Oracle has did you get the heather or the ash?
I got the gray.
Gray?
Yeah.
Yeah, the heather and the ash, they look the same thing. It was two of them that were the same color, weren't they?
Yeah, they were similar, yeah.
They look the grays look the same. I was like, what the fuck? Those are the same shits.
Yeah. I can't be trusted
both.
with a
classic white
shirt.
Yeah, I got both.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Yep.
Thanks.
Because I like the white one because he matches shoes. Woo woo.
Yeah.
It's a Nintendo controller in case y'all didn't see him.
Right on.
Whoa. Because I'm a nerd. All right, next up is Fuck What You Think with Ashtray. Amazing product. Cocksucking fatal flaw.
Yep.
I don't know if I want to hear this.
Well, you're saying on the bubbles of the show.
Oh, is that your fancy light?
Yeah. So my fancy light that I was just bragging about, because it is pretty awesome.
Did you just break it or something?
No, it's one thing I noticed is that, and also some of the bad reviews, is that the battery cap doesn't take much, twist to pop off. It's about maybe 1/8 inch, and then poof, and it's spring loaded. So
Yeah.
people were complaining that's like, how did this pass for as durable as everything is? How did this pass quality control? Because it claims it could be dropped from 4 meters multiple times. You can't tell me that battery cap doesn't go
right
flying off. So what I did, I just drilled a hole in here and put one of those little turn hooks there. See, that way you can't unscrew it. Problem solved. Check that out on Ashtray's Fix It Corner.
What
Wow.
the fuck are you on besides shrooms, bro?
No,
Holy
I
shit.
literally just did this right before the episode. I'm like, I'll fix that,
I
motherfucker.
feel like I just
So what your fuckers you think was something you break in your life before the episode?
No, I didn't break it before the episode. I fixed it before the episode because of this flaw. I'm just like, my fuck what you think is that Milwaukee actually like, oh yeah, that's fine. Like how easy it is to take the battery cap off. No, that's bullshit. That was just showing you how I feel.
way to go.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Next up is Oracle, Google Maps and speed traps.
Have you guys used the app Waze?
Yeah, I have.
I've heard
I use
of
it
it,
all the
but I've
time.
never really used it.
So,
So what's the difference between Waze and Google Maps?
well, Waze had features where you could report like
Cops.
if there were cops,
Yeah.
accidents, shit like that, and then it would show up on other people's maps. Well, Google Maps just brought on those features because Google owns Waze. And
that's what I noticed recently.
so when I was driving my, super fast car, I was noticing, I was like, oh, shit, there's a little icon here, and it says there's a speed trap. And I'm like, there's no way it's going to be that accurate. But sure enough, there was a cop there every time.
You hear me?
It was, yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So it was actually super accurate. But now...
So it was just through the Google Maps.
Yeah, through Google Maps. But now police are bitching about having the feature, and they're sending fucking letters to fucking Google to take it down because let me read their little
but it's making people slow down.
Right. It's
True.
accomplishing
It's
exactly what they say
exactly
that
what
they
it's supposed
want.
to be doing.
It's just taking away their ticket revenue.
Okay, so
Exactly.
here, this is what they're saying. Revealing the location of checkpoints puts those drivers, their passengers, and the general public at risk, the New York Police Department said.
Yeah, fuck them.
That's some fucking bullshit. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
No, it puts your fucking income at risk.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
And you don't get all that overtime.
The officer is going to have to accept police departments is that eventually, shit, it could be less than 20 years from now, 25 years, where like auto controls and stuff, like it could be regulated enough that like you don't need to worry so much about anyone speeding anymore. As far as autonomous driving and stuff, like 25 years from now, who knows? Or maybe may be longer, but still, at some point, you can't count on speeding tickets for revenue.
Yep.
Right.
You're just gonna have to enslave people directly and make them work in
Yeah.
copper mines or something.
That might be. Yeah, I don't know. Although, for as much as I want to believe in autonomous driving, I still think there's just so many roads that it's just not going to work on. That's a huge.
No, we're talking hundreds of years before that shit is
maybe not
fully
100,
integrated.
but it might be 50 years.
I don't know. Probably I mean,
you think so?
You think roads like way up north where
Well, the way they're
Oracle is
talking
from
about
and shit
well,
is gonna
the way they're
have
talking
that.
about
I mean, come on.
What they're saying is
there's like
5G
lunar
is supposed to make
landers
that
and
happen.
shit. Fuck it. There's like
Exactly.
shit on Mars right now.
But that's why they really like the people who are worried about China having this high hand up on 5G, because 5G is what's going to allow those kind of things. Is that if you can at least keep those 5G transmitters out along the roadway on the telephone poles, you can then have autonomous cars that like have the ability to stay connected with that high speed data.
But would they be able to put them out where he's in the country is what I'm saying? Because the fastest internet they can get right now is, you know what I mean? Like, just think of how far they've come. I mean,
why do you
there's
need
fiber
the internet?
optic in.
Well, yeah, no, it's got to be 5G. Yeah, you have to
but what's that have
network
to do
connected
with
for autonomous driving?
That connects the cars. It connects the fucking.
The car can't just be like driving by itself. Even if it can tell like when to stop or not, it's got to be connected.
Fucking computer. It fucking tells it when to stop and shit.
But it's got to be connected to the internet at all times.
Yeah,
it does.
Yes. Like all those autonomous tests, anyways, like they're always connected.
I don't think if it's a standalone system that has its own that has a camera, whatever, can tell it when to stop and
it may be able to say
it doesn't have to be
drive, but like to be connected to a map network, and if you're going to have fleets of autonomous vehicles, you can't say they'll just go on their own. Like they need to be connected at all times. And
but at the same time, you can't
do that.
Yeah, I get that, but you can't. If something goes down, you can't have the cars just stop on the middle interstate.
Well,
So
yes,
it has to have some kind of self-sustaining.
The autonomous thing, be like, I can pull over and stop until I get connection. Just saying,
right,
that's what they're thinking about 5G, motherfuckers.
I get it. Yeah. Anyway, up next is me with kids bitching about Call of Duty. I say kids because this new Modern Warfare is the 16th game in the Modern Warfare.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
16th Call of Duty.
Shit.
Yes, 16th. I stopped playing.
Behind.
The last one I stopped playing was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and I think I got like third or fourth prestige before I stopped playing, and that was the 8th installment. So I didn't play the other ones. I bought them. I fucking got them as they got cheaper and tried them out, and they sucked. So I didn't really play them. And so like a lot of that stuff I was talking about earlier that they took it. This is a soft reboot. So they took it back to the core. And these kids. All I'm hearing is like, there's no zombies. They're fucking. You can't quick scope with a sniper rifle. It's like all this shit. I'm like, well, that's. I mean, right? What is shit that I hated because it wasn't. I mean, have you seen the videos of the kids who fucking like click in the fucking zoom button real quick and snipe you in the head without fucking because of a game mechanic or something?
I mean, that shit was from like Counter-Strike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they did that too, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it was like all these kids are bitching. And I'm like, oh well, welcome to my fucking world. So, and it's awesome to go because like all of my older friends are playing it. It's fucking dope as fuck to get back together, though, guys, and like even no shows.
Gang back.
I mean, really, like even no
Get
shows.
the band back together.
Yeah,
pretty much, right? I mean, yeah, like
That's
no shows
funny.
playing. He's playing with his kids and stuff. It's fucking awesome. And I mean, yeah, I love the game. It's awesome. And everybody's no zombies and no features guns. I can't super jump and shit. I'm like, yeah, no. And
this is in Fortnite.
I'm like, yeah. Like,
dweeb. Fucking dweeb.
And I am fucking these kids up. Word. Up next is Mystic with Names.
Okay. So I'm listening to the radio the other day. And we're talking about this kid who's a sophomore in high school. So, like, how old is that? Like 15, 16?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a football player, and he's verbally committed to LSU to go to college. Now, his name is The Coldest.
Oh, yes, Doug. Yes. This is almost my focus, you think.
The Coldest. I just want that to sit.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's
How's it spelled?
I thought his middle name was like There Ever Was.
What?
No, they were
way.
making fun. They were making fun of it, saying like that'd be funny if that's what it was.
But is it THECOLD?
No, it's DE.
No, it's the Coldest.
But it's spelled out like it sounds.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
DACOLDEST.
The Coldest. That's awesome.
And he even said that his mom gave him that name because she knew he was going to be the coldest to ever do whatever he did.
Oh
my god!
I was
That
like,
nigga.
this is
awesome.
the most ignorant backwoods bullshit that I have ever seen in my life from any race. I don't
Only
give a fuck.
ignorant because it doesn't conform. I cheer.
Don't you fucking dare.
No. As a black man, I can say
you just set that kid up to be a fucking to have to constantly fucking tell people how to say his name.
Well, not even. I mean, it's.
It'd be interesting to hear how people try to pronounce it if they don't know, like they don't get it, you know.
Right.
I don't know how you cannot pronounce that.
Deco Ladeste? Deco Ladeste?
It's like that woman who named her kid Usnavi, U.S. Navy, because that's the first thing she saw when she came here from Cuba, or from like fucking, it was Cuba or or Haiti or some shit like that, some fucking country.
Really?
Yeah, Usnavi. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Dude, I just don't get it. It isn't like, it's like, I understand if you want your kid to have a different name. You know what I mean? Something original. But the coldest? That's just fucking outrageous. That blows my fucking.
You just don't understand the culture.
It's so ignorant.
It is ignorant. It is.
I think it sounds kind of cool.
The cold. Yeah, I like the sound of it. The coldest.
Yeah, but I mean, but you can't. I mean, are you going? I mean, are you?
Right.
Do you honestly hear yourself saying "Judge the coldest Johnson"?
Exactly. Maybe if he was a WWF wrestler.
He said he's a quarterback. What's he doing?
Coldest Johnson.
He's already signed to something, right?
Yeah, to play fucking football.
You know what? The only reason we know his stupid name is because he's talented. And he's the coldest.
It was either gonna be that, or we read it on his name tag when we picked our fries up. He didn't have he had very few outlets to go with a name like the coldest.
He had to live up to that name ever since he was a little kid. Maybe that's why he's talented. Just saying.
Awesome.
Anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying. There's too many I'm sayings.
89.
In all seriousness, go fuck yourself, any part of Tennessee. That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central because we got jobs and shit, motherfucker. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/theredeyereport. You can also Twitter us at redeye_report. Like and share us, fuckers. Fuckers? What the fuck? Like us, share us, or fuck us. I prefer fucking. But hey, ashtray's down for whatever.
You just share me.
He got a nice light. You can see all them crevices and rolls, man. It's gonna be fun. I'm Teddy.
I'm Oracle.
This is Ashtray.
And I'm Mystic.
And you've just been Red Eye Reported, bitch.
Boom.